A sudden wave of extreme weather swept across northern Vietnam, leaving widespread damage, injuries, and growing concerns over further storms. Hailstorms and violent winds on the afternoon and evening of May 2nd caused widespread damage across several northern provinces, leaving 5 people injured and around 350 homes with their roofs torn off. Thai Nguyen was the hardest hit locality. On the morning of May 3rd, the Department of Dike Management and Natural Disaster Prevention, under the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, released a rapid report on the damage caused by hail and storms in northern provinces. According to the report, extreme weather struck Dien Bien, Lai Chau, Lao Cai, Tuyen Quang, Phu Tho, Thai Nguyen, and Hanoi, injuring 5 people, all in Thai Nguyen. Approximately 350 houses were damaged, with Thai Nguyen accounting for 309 homes, followed by Dien Bien with 40 and Lao Cai with 1. Nguyen Van Thang, chairman of the People's Committee of Phu Lac Commune, Thai Nguyen Province, informed that last night the commune dispatched police, military, and various departments and organizations to the scene to focus on mitigating the consequences. Throughout the night, we focused on clearing fallen trees and power poles from the roads. By this morning, most of the roads in the commune were safe for people to travel on. For the 2 schools that were damaged and affected, the commune is deploying support forces to clean up, repair, and mitigate the consequences to ensure that the children can return to school next week. For households, the commune has directed the Fatherland Front and other departments and organizations to compile damage statistics, organize visits to encourage and support people in overcoming the consequences, Mr. Thang said, adding that 3 people in the commune suffered minor injuries due to the storm. According to quick statistics from Thai Nguyen Province as of 9 a.m. this morning, 5 people were injured, 331 houses, 14 schools, 2 cultural centers, and 3 factories were affected, with roofs blown off and tens of thousands of households lost power. On May 3rd, the chairman of the People's Committee of Thai Nguyen Province issued a directive urgently requesting assistance for people to repair their houses, arrange temporary accommodation, and provide essential supplies, ensuring that no one goes without food or clothing. At the same time, he called for the mobilization of military and police forces to mitigate damage, prioritizing schools and medical facilities, and ensuring students can return to school by May 4th. In addition, 919 hectares of rice and crops were affected, mainly in Dien Bien, 767 hectares, and Thai Nguyen, 152 hectares. 6 schools in Thai Nguyen lost their roofs, while 12 power poles collapsed, causing localized power outages. Local authorities are continuing to assess and update the extent of the damage. Earlier, in the late afternoon of May 2nd, a sudden hailstorm accompanied by strong winds swept across multiple northern provinces. In several areas, hailstones measured up to 4 to 5 centimeters in diameter, including Thanh An commune in Dien Bien, and districts such as Ung Hoa and Mai Duc in Hanoi. Thai Nguyen has recorded the most severe damage so far. According to a rapid report from local civil defense authorities, the storm began between 5:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. the same day. In Yen Trach commune, by 9 p.m. on May 2nd, 2 people had been injured, Nguyen Thi Yen from An Khe hamlet and Nguyen Thanh Chien from Din Deng hamlet. The commune reported damage to 51 houses, including one that collapsed completely in Lang Nong hamlet, 15 homes that lost more than 70% of their roofs, mainly in Na Phang and Lang Nong, and 34 others partially damaged, including auxiliary structures and livestock facilities. In Tan Ki commune, 31 houses had their roofs blown off, including the home of Nguyen Huy Hien in Cong Tum hamlet, which was completely unroofed. A similar situation occurred in Phu Thin commune, where Phu Thin Primary School lost the roofs of 5 functional rooms. Localized power outages were reported across 24 hamlets. According to the National Center for Hydro-Meteorological Forecasting, cold air continues to compress and push a low-pressure trough downward. bringing rain, moderate rainfall, and scattered thunderstorms to the northern region, with some areas experiencing heavy to very heavy rain extending as far as Hue. The National Steering Committee for Civil Defense has instructed the Department of Dike Management and Natural Disaster Prevention to maintain round-the-clock monitoring, closely track weather developments, and promptly deliver forecasts and warnings to local authorities to support timely response and disaster management. According to the Vietnam Disaster and Dike Management Authorities, violent winds, which struck Hanoi and several northern localities on Saturday evening, left 7 people injured in Tuyen Quang and 5 in Thai Nguyen. Public infrastructure was also affected, with 16 schools and 3 cultural centers sustaining roof damage, while 25 power poles were toppled in Thai Nguyen and Tuyen Quang. A 50-meter embankment section collapsed in Phu Tho. Residents shared images on social media showing hailstones as large as tennis balls in Phu Tho, along with shattered car windows, punctured solar water heaters, damaged rooftop solar panels, and broken fiber cement roofing sheets. Meanwhile, Dao Quang Tuyen, a security guard at Phu Lac Kindergarten, recounted that the hailstorm, accompanied by a strong tornado, lasted for about 7 to 10 minutes. I ran to the security guard's room to take shelter, but after a while, a strong gust of wind blew, the corrugated iron roofs clattered, trees were broken and fell everywhere, and the sky was so dark I couldn't see anything. From 1964 until now, I've never seen a storm as strong as this one here, Tuyen shared. Nguyen Thi Yen, principal of Phu Lac Primary School, said that the school's facilities suffered heavy damage after the storm. The entire 2 rows of single-story buildings, including the council offices, the administrative building, and 10 classrooms, had their roofs blown away, ceilings collapsed, and all equipment and machinery in the rooms were soaked and damaged. In addition, a row of 2-story buildings had their roofs partially blown off, and the teachers' and students' parking lots, trees, and the outdoor library were all swept away and completely damaged. On the afternoon of May 3, 2026, residents across multiple districts in Nghe An Province witnessed a violent weather phenomenon as a massive hailstorm, accompanied by localized whirlwinds and heavy downpours, swept through the region. The extreme weather left a trail of destruction, primarily impacting agricultural production and residential property. The storm began unexpectedly in the early afternoon, with dark clouds quickly blanketing the sky before giving way to torrential rain and ice stones. According to local witnesses, the hailstones varied in size, with some reaching the dimensions of large marbles or even chicken eggs. The intensity of the hail lasted for approximately 15 to 30 minutes in the hardest hit areas, including the mountainous districts of Ki Son, Tuong Duong, and Quay Phong. Thousands of hectares of crops, including rice, maize, and various vegetables, were flattened by the weight and impact of the hailstones. Fruit orchards, particularly plum and peach trees in the upland regions, suffered severe damage, with much of the young fruit being knocked to the ground, potentially ruining the upcoming harvest season. Residential impacts. Numerous houses, especially those with fiber cement or plastic roofing, had their roofs punctured or completely shattered. To mitigate further damage, residents were seen using thick blankets, mattresses, and even plastic basins to cover their cars and valuables. High winds accompanying the hail caused several power poles to topple, leading to localized blackouts in remote communes. Commuter traffic was also briefly paralyzed as visibility dropped to near zero during the peak of the storm. In the immediate aftermath, the Nghe An Provincial Steering Committee for Natural Disaster Prevention and Control directed local task forces to assist residents in stabilizing their lives. Emergency teams have been deployed to help repair damaged roofs and assess the total economic loss. Local meteorological services have warned that such convective cloud formations are common during the transition from the dry to the rainy season. Residents are advised to stay vigilant as further thunderstorms, lightning, and strong gusty winds are forecast to persist in the north-central region over the coming days. Meanwhile, caught off guard by the sudden hailstorm, many motorcyclists had to pull over to houses along the roadside for shelter. Worried about their car windows shattering, some residents used blankets, quilts, and mats to cover their vehicles to minimize damage. A few days ago, I saw many places where hailstorms shattered car windows, so I took out blankets to cover my car to avoid damage, said Lien, a local resident. Although the hailstorm only lasted for a short time, people were still worried about its impact on the summer-autumn rice crop that was about to be harvested, as strong winds could cause it to fall over. Nguyen Van Son, residing in Dien Bien commune, said that many stones the size of chicken eggs fell and covered the ground thickly. I caught a whole basin full, said Son, adding that having lived in the area for many years, he had never seen hailstones of such large size. An hour earlier, a thunderstorm accompanied by hail also occurred in Ba Hong Lin Ward, formerly part of Hong Lin Town, Ha Tin Province. Hailstones measuring 1 to 2 centimeters made a loud noise on rooftops. Many residents used tarpaulins to cover and protect car mirrors and windows from damage. According to the leader of Ba Hong Lin Ward, this is the first time the locality has recorded hailstorms this year, and initial reports indicate no damage to people or property. According to the Ha Tin Meteorological and Hydrological Station, on the afternoon of May 3rd, the locality was affected by a convergence of winds at high altitudes, combined with a low-pressure trough compressed by cold air. The interaction of these weather patterns and topographical factors increase the risk of widespread thunderstorms, lightning, and hail, peaking from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the same day. This phenomenon could occur not only on land, but also at sea. The meteorological agency advises people to regularly monitor weather forecasts, to proactively take preventive measures, and minimize damage to people and property. Thunderstorms accompanied by hail also swept through many other communes and wards in Nghe An, Mao Thash Commune, Tai Hua Ward, and some communes in the former Yen Thanh district, causing widespread damage. The hailstorm forced many motorcyclists to stop, pull over to the side of the road, and seek shelter.
Một cơn lốc lịch sử chưa từng thấy từ khi Quang lớn lên bây giờ.